for over 56 years. Follow us on Instagram at Thomas & Retail. See dealer for details.
Do you feel like you've been ripped off by a plumber? Here is a real customer that recently had a plumbing leak.
The plumber who came out the first time, not only could he not exactly find out where the leak was, but then he recommended a complete reroute, which is over $11,000. So I called American Leak Detection, and they were able to locate the leak and found the reroute wasn't necessary and were able to make the repair for under $1,000. Even though American Leak Detection does specialize in plumbing repairs and plumbing reroutes, they didn't take advantage of my leak issue and gave me options for repairs needed because of their expertise during the leak detection process.
Don't let the plumbers reroute your bank account. American Leak Detection can help you. They pride themselves on the highest quality service and repairs back with guarantee. Call American Leak Detection, 353-2546. That's 353-2546.
CA license number 100000745.
Hey, it's Toby from Wendy's. Picture a Baconator. The 6 strips of applewood smoked bacon, the hot and juicy beef, the pretzel bun. Wait, pretzel bun? A pretzel Baconator. And it's only here for a limited time? And right now you can get $3 off mobile orders of $15 or more with the offer in the Wendy's app?
Some regardless of credit score or down payment. Onacar's lifetime powertrain warranty is included on selected vehicles in stock. Onacar's Naughty or Nice holiday sale is going on now.
All covered lifetime powertrain warranties on selected vehicles in stock. See dealer for details or visit onacar.com. All loans are subject to lenders' grant approval.
Think you have a good reason for not donating blood?
My blood type is not in demand.
Fact. There are often shortages of type O, A, and B blood, and for all types, shortages occur during summer and winter holidays. There's no excuse for not helping make sure that the Central California Blood Center always has an adequate supply of blood available for your family, friends, and neighbors.
I'm scared of vampires.
Those aren't real. Be the bigger person. Go to donateblood.org now to make an appointment.
I would love to be back.
food is much better than these megaliners that carry like 10,000 people. You know, because my ships carry like 400 people, 600 people, 500 people. And cooking for that is a lot easier than the masses that are 5,000 or 6,000. So this is why I stayed with the company as long as I have. Decades now. Yeah, it's on the upside, a little expensive. But then again, it's easy to budget because it's all inclusive. It's something they did early on, and they came to us and said, we're going to lower the price. That's never happened before. And they lowered the price, lowered the price, lowered the price, lowered the price, lowered the price. And yeah, there's still room for it. There's still room for it. I don't think I have a deadline yet for cutting this off, but it's probably coming up pretty soon. You need to call Altour in Fresno or Visalia. Altour in Fresno or Visalia. And I don't have the numbers right now, but I will get them shortly. Just make sure you
Hi, so not what you're supposed to do.
Inquire about this. Or you can, call the record system, look them up, whatever. Altour, A-L-T-O-U-R. I think as long as I've been talking about these places, I can remember the numbers, but I have to remember so many numbers because of what I do. It's crazy. I told you that, we got this stuff going on with Joe Biden maybe coming off the ballot in other states. And that's just crazy. I don't think that's going to happen. I just want to reiterate my point. This is all kind of tongue-in-cheek. It's crazy. Something else I think is crazy is what's going on with AI. For the first time ever, AI is able to reproduce itself without any human assistance. I mean, Matrix, here we come, right? This stuff scares me. I have to admit, this is a scientific collaboration between Ultim Incorporated, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, the University of California campuses. They've all made breakthroughs in using larger AI models that can create on their own smaller AI models. By chance, one of the project's researchers says these smaller AI models can identify human voices, monitor pipelines, track wild animals in compact spaces. Quote, this month, we have just demonstrated the first proof of concept that one type of model can automatically be designed all the way through from data generation to model deployment and testing without human intervention. Again, one of the researchers by Chan. Chan also added, I think about all of this in the tiny machines and how they are learning in the two extremes of the spectrum of intelligence. The large models reside on the cloud. On the other hand, we are building smallest models, and they reside in things. But now, the large model can replicate the smaller model without any human involvement. So, social media reaction to the news of self-replicating AI has been mostly negative. I can't imagine why. Well, did anyone ever see Terminator 27? Terminator 2? One person said, on social media, good example. Another person said, just wait until they realize that we're the problem. Skynet has become self-aware, said another. The human species has had a good run. Another said, Matrix. I said Terminator 27. Doesn't it seem like there's a million Terminator movies? But from Terminator 2, that's a good example about how AI might come to grab us in the very near future. I appreciate artificial intelligence for its robotic abilities in the workplace. Again, because of the $20 minimum wage in the fast food industry happening in April of next year in California. I'm going to talk about this shortly, what the ramifications are. But all of those people that are working the front line, the order-taking line of the fast food industries of the major chains, they're going to go. They're going to be replaced by AI. Too bad, so sad. They brought it on themselves by screaming and yelling they needed $20 an hour. Well, they're going to get it. But the population of that is going to get it is going to be greatly reduced just simply because there's not enough money to go around. It's time for news on KMJ. Here's the list with the news update. Here's James.
KMJ News now.
The Supreme Court has declined a request from prosecutors to expedite review of key questions raised in Donald Trump's January 6 case in Washington. The justices responded to Jack Smith's urgent request with a single sentence denying his petition. The special counsel referenced the speed at which justices took up the Watergate case as he sought to have them skip past appellate review and quickly say whether the former president is immune from prosecution for his acts in office. With the Supreme Court denying his request, the question will first be answered by D.C. Court of Appeals. A hearing is set for January 9th. If you're heading to the airport to catch a flight to your holiday destination, expect to be busy once again in the Central Valley. President Yosemite International is anticipating thousands of passengers at the terminal over the next week.
Officials are urging you to arrive at least 2 hours early for domestic flights and 3 hours early for international. You're also encouraged to check your bags for prohibited items, especially if you're traveling with those presents.
For passengers who are traveling with gifts, the TSA recommends that passengers travel with those gifts either in a gift bag or unwrapped. In the event that a TSA officer needs to relook at the gift, they don't have to unwrap it in order to do so.
And don't forget, parking is available in multiple lots. So far, the stormy weather across the country hasn't caused any major delays.
Amanda Aguilar reporting. The United Nations Security Council voting in favor for aid to Gaza.
The United States and Russia are the two countries that abstained during the vote on a resolution calling for aid to be sped up to Gaza. The vote comes after intense negotiations and vetoed by the United States over language that calls for a ceasefire. That language didn't make it into the resolution, but it did include calls to recall hostages held by Hamas, which UN Ambassador Thomas Greenfield says the United States supports.
We believe the humanitarian resolution before it calls for urgent steps.
Thomas Greenfield making it clear Hamas cannot stay in power. In Washington, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
Okay, look at the latest dealings on Wall Street. As the last half-hour trading winds down, the Dow Jones in an up and down day. Wall Street just went up in the green again. Out of the red zone, up 1 point, S&P 500, up 9 points, the NASDAQ up. Cloudy weather right now, cloudy and 54 degrees in Fresno and Radio City. We're expecting a high of 60 today. Lows in the 40s tonight. This weekend, cloudy with some AM fog in some parts of the valley. And we're expecting a high of 60 all weekend. I'm Gabe Navarro on KMJ at KMJNow.com or wherever you stream.
Hi, it's E. Curtis Johnson from the Afternoon Drive here on KMJ. I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy New Year, and if you're celebrating anything else, go for the max on it and enjoy it. We look forward to having you listening again in the coming New Year.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of cold, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit forky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou. 800-555-1509. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, or overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-555-1509. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you.
Yeah,
He's on
boy.
meds too.
Are
Call
very
800-555-1509. 800-555-1509 or biglou.com.
It is a gold, silver, shiny home, Ron. What is it? Oh, where? We're Lost Jewelers. Merry Christmas in Fig Garden Village. She is going to... Oh, it's a he? Oh, what a nice watch.
Now, back to Ray Appleton on KMJ.
Joining me on the phone at KMJ is a good friend of many, many years, former Assemblyman, former Secretary of State, instrumental in creating this trial. Bill Jones. Bill, long time no talk. What can I do for you?
Merry Christmas, Ray.
Back at you. Maureen, have a great one.
You too. Thank you. Well, I called because I was very disappointed in our Lieutenant Governor for taking the political stance that she took to suggest that our Secretary of State seek to take President Trump off the ballot. I realize, I don't know the lady. I know she's a politician, but you would think that she would be more involved with solving the crime problem or the homeless problem if she wants to step into the political fray in California to a greater degree. But my second point, and my main point is, having served as Secretary of State and dealt with many elections, many presidential elections, with Ross Perot, remember back the day when he was competing with George Bush. I remember him calling me and raising what he was making this point, as only he could do, about getting on the ballot in California. It's one thing when you're a politician, but the Secretary of State's job is a nonpartisan job for all practical purposes, even though we don't, we run as Republicans or Democrats. You have to just follow the law. You cannot be persuaded by the political whim of the moment. And I'm afraid, and I hope that our current Secretary of State would step out and show, even though she's a Democrat, I've spoken with the lady, don't know her well, but this is the time for her to act like a nonpartisan Secretary of State and dismiss this ridiculous request.
Well, I would totally agree. This has become a very bold thing. You have to call that a success. Success I don't believe is going to last long. We have a number of states, the latest being California and Maine, that want to take Donald Trump off the ballot. We have a handful of Republicans that want to remove Joe Biden from the ballot in their states. There's swing states, by the way, of Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, which I think is just as ridiculous. I do agree with what RFK Jr. said about Trump being removed in Colorado, that if this is allowed to continue, America is going to be ungovernable. Because we've got the courts making decisions on our leaders and not the voters. And that is problematic. I do believe, Bill, let me get your opinion on this, that the Supreme Court, the federal court, that I'm suggesting it's going to be a majority vote by maybe all 9 or 8-1 or 7-2. They cannot allow this to stand. Your thoughts?
No, I agree with you 100%. Hopefully it is unanimous. I remember in the whole problem they had in Florida when George W. Bush was in that competition with Al Gore. I spoke with Catherine Harris, who was Secretary of State at the time in Florida.